Hello everyone, my name is SAFITRI MAHMUDAH from R4C class. Today I want to explain about gerund and infinitive. So, what is a gerund? Gerund look like a verb, but actually they are a noun. Okay, perhaps you still don't know what that means. We all know that a verb is an action, right? We do a verb. For example, I jog every morning. But sometimes I just want to talk about an action, not to do it. Jogging is one of my favorite ways to exercise. I love jogging. I'm talking about jogging as an action. I'm not jogging right now. I'm just talking about something that I love to do. So, in the other words, I'm referring to the action of jogging as a noun or a thing. So that's a gerund. I used a word that looks like a verb as a noun. So how can we recognize the gerund? What does it look like? Well, the gerund is formed by adding ing or ing to the base form of a verb or the bare infinitive form. Jog plus ing, jogging. Yeah, that's a gerund. So the base form is jog. I love jogging. Jog is the base form, jogging is the gerund. So, obviously, the reason why this is confusing is because this looks a lot like the continuous form of the verb, right? So, to recognize a gerund, you need to pay attention to how it's used in a sentence. Okay, now, when and how do we use gerund? Okay, the first is gerund can be the subject of sentence. Because a gerund is a noun, it can be the subject of a sentence. For example, singing makes Cindy happy. Here, singing is the noun doing the action to make. Because it completes the action, singing is the subject of the sentence. Second, gerund can be the direct object. Because a gerund is a noun, it can be the direct object. For example, Cindy enjoys singing. Here, singing is the subject of the sentence, enjoys is the verb, and singing is the direct object. Singing is what Cindy enjoys doing. And next, gerunds can be the indirect object of verb. Because a gerund is a noun, it can be an indirect object. For example, Cindy made singing a priority. Here, singing is a noun following the verb made. Priority is the direct object of the sentence. Singing is a noun acting as an indirect object in the sentence. Okay, next, gerund can be the subject complement. For example, it was singing that made Cindy happy. Here, Cindy is the subject complement of the sentence because it follows the linking verb was. It is the subject and the gerund singing serves as the complement. And the last, gerunds can be the object of preposition. Because gerund is a noun, it can be the object of a preposition in prepositional phrase. For example, besides singing, Cindy likes dancing. Here, Cindy is the subject of the sentence, likes is the verb, and dancing is the noun or direct object. However, besides singing has been added to the sentence as a prepositional phrase opener. Singing is a noun and the object of the preposition besides. Okay, next is common verbs followed by gerunds. There are enjoy, appreciate, mind, quiet, finish, stop, avoid, postpone, delay, keep, consider, discuss, mention, and suggest. So, for common verbs followed by gerunds, there is verb plus gerund. For example, I enjoy playing tennis. Gerunds are used as the object of certain verbs. In example A, enjoy is followed by a gerund playing. Enjoy is not followed by an infinitive. Common verbs that are followed by gerunds are listed below. Next example B, Joe quit smoking, and C, Joe gave up smoking. Example B and C have the same meaning. Some phrasal verbs give up are followed by gerunds. See these phrasal verbs in parentheses below. Okay, next is go plus gerund. You can use go with gerund. For example, did you go shopping? We went fishing yesterday. I go jogging with my sister. Go is followed by a gerund in certain idiomatic expressions to express, for the most part, recreational activities. Here, the other example. Go biking, go shopping, go running, go jogging, go hunting, go fishing, go swimming, and etc. The next is infinitive. So what is infinitive? An infinitive is a verbal consisting of to plus a verb, and it acts like the subject, the object, subject complement, adjective, or adverb in a sentence. Infinitives are easy to identify because they are written with to plus a verb. For the example, to give, to run, to wait. Okay, next is common verbs followed by infinitives. First is verb plus infinitive. For the example, I hope to see you again. An infinitive, to plus the simple form of a verb, to see, to be, to go, etc. Example B, he promised to be here. C, he promised not to be late. Some verbs are followed immediately by an infinitive, as an example in A and B. Negative form is not precedes the infinitive, as in example C. And there is common verbs followed by infinitives. There are hope to, plan to, intend to, decide to, promise to, agree to, over to, reviews to, seem to, appear to, pretend to, ask to, expect to, would like to, want to, and need to. The second is verb plus object plus infinitive. For the example, Mr. Kim told me to be here at 10 o'clock. The police ordered the driver to stop. Some verbs are followed by a pronoun object and then an infinitive, as in the example D and E. These verbs are followed immediately by an infinitive. So here common verbs followed by pronouns and infinitives. Tell someone to, advise someone to, encourage someone to, remind someone to, invite someone to, permit someone to, and etc. Okay, the last is verb plus infinitive or verb plus object plus infinitive. For the example, I expect to pass the test. And I expect Mary to pass the test. Some verbs have two patterns. Verb plus infinitive, as in the example age, and verb plus object plus infinitive, as in the example I. In example age, I think I will pass the test. But in example I think Mary will pass the test. Here common verbs followed by infinitives or by objects and then infinitives. Ask to or ask someone to, expect to or expect someone to, need to or need someone to, want to or want someone to, and would like to and or would like someone to. And the last is common verbs followed by either infinitives or gerunds. Group A, verb plus infinitive with no difference in meaning. The verbs are begin, start, continue, like, love, prefer, hate, can't stand, and can't bear. The example is, it began to rain, or it began raining. In the example A, there is no difference between began to rain and began raining. I started to work, or I started working. And it was beginning to rain. If the main verb is progressive, an infinitive, not a gerund, is usually used, as in the example C. Next, Group B, verb plus infinitive with a difference in meaning. The verbs are remember, forget, regret, try, and stop. The example, Judy always remember to lock the door. I remember seeing the Alps for the first time. The sight was impressive. Remember plus infinitive means remember to perform responsibility, duty, or task, as in the example D. In A. And forget plus infinitive means forget to perform a responsibility, duty, or task, as in the example B. Okay, next, I regret to tell you that you failed the test. I regret lending him some money. He never paid me back. Regret plus infinitive means regret to say, to tell someone, to inform someone of some bad news, as in the example C. Regret plus gerund means regret something that happened in the past, as in the example D. Yeah, and it's enough. Thank you for watch and hear. Hope you like it. Sorry for my mistake and see you.